Hello, hello, my green skins, and welcome to Space Geek, where I'm still fighting a cold, and now I'm doing one of my ultimate tactics that I'm going to pay for later on tonight. The fun that is pickled peppers, and pickled jalapenos. If I can say those words 3 times fast, that would be great. We got a great show here. We got a couple more new video games to look at. Thank you to my neighbor who floated me a couple bucks. Awesome of him. I really do appreciate that. And today we have both halves of the Bushwhackers, Heroic Nico and Bob the Marauder.
Hello.
We have our favorite space pilot, DJ Ronnie. Hello.
Good evening, Orc and friends.
Yes, hello, everybody. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out the Challenger thing. I do still want to do something like that, but I might have to get the images that he wants. We may have to plan B this.
I will figure it out, but I'll mess with Discord on my end. But there's got to be. I respectfully refuse to believe there's no way to share the screen.
The things you want me to do, and then we'll do it that way. That might actually be the best.
That sounds a little painful, but not because of you, more because it just sounds like a technical boondoggle. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely the surefire way to work. So there's that. And I guess that's not painful then,
Now,
but don't worry about
my
it.
mic's being fucking weird. So hold on a sec while I fix that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's doing that. There's a couple tricks I can do. Like, I also know there's a way I could fuck with this in an interesting way, where if I take it from my tablet and then share the image to my computer, there's ways to do that. I don't want to fuck with it. I'll be here all night trying.
Don't worry about it right now. I'm going to talk to Elle because I feel like whatever. I mean, well, I don't need to be full screen. If I'm like a miniaturized window above all of the names in the panel, that's fine. Like, it doesn't need to be full screen. It just has to be a larger viewing panel or something people can see.
Make it a point not to show that information, just so that, because we'll have people show up who do not want their name, even their Discord names. They don't want to be on here because we are a little controversial. Just
okay, fair enough.
A little bit controversial. So first of all, we are a retro community. Please support those in the retro community if you want. ROS 218, DJ Ronnie. We have ourselves a lot of people here that do a lot of fun stuff. Mitch Maddox, LCX is working on a game still. I think they're on what version is she on now? Is she like version 6 or 7? I don't know what version LCX is on, but there's other people doing stuff. There's a lot in this community. Please support if you can. Also, the new shirts are coming. Support your local Dice Goblin. We are all about supporting our dicey boys. We want your money, and if you believe in being a Dice Goblin, you deserve the support. Wear a shirt to show your support. Support your local Dice Goblins, boys and girls. As I take another halls. So tonight we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna be picking a fight tonight. That's our game plan tonight. Tonight we are picking that fight, and Discord's being weird, and I'm just gonna take Discord for a second here. And why are you doing this to me, Discord? I hate you, Discord. There we go. Discord's being annoying. We aren't gonna worry about it. But we're going to get a fight kit up. And we're going to... Nope, that's not going to work. So it's going to do that. Okay, there we go. We're picking fights tonight, boys. Boys, we're picking fights. There he is, our angry fight kid. Pick the fights! Pick the fights! So first fight of tonight. And once it comes up. So... interesting thing happening now. People are getting kind of angry about stuff. They're getting upset about stuff. They're getting butthurt about stuff. And what are they getting upset, angry, and butthurt about? They are getting upset, hurt, and butthurt about a couple things tonight. Now, this is going to get a little political, so I will pull up the spray bottle and put it right on the side. I'm looking at you, Bob and Nico. And to a lesser extent, DJ.
Wait, why is the spray bottle out? What did I do?
I put the squirt bottle out. You cats are going to drive me nuts tonight, I think, a little bit. First things first. camera body cams are now considered racist, offensive, and are against the poor now, and that the police should stop using body cam footage.
This is really that. There's a lot of quotes that mean the same thing, but I'm trying to find like what's the best one. You made the bed, now lie in it. You reap what you sow. It's like there's so many quotes here.
So,
Well,
DJ,
in
your
fairness,
thoughts on
they
this?
reveal. Well, obviously, they do reveal the truth of events, and the problem is that the truth is subjective. And when you see how things unfold, what you're not seeing is the systemic oppression that led to that situation, and therefore it's misrepresenting the facts. And you guys are in favor of body cams because you guys want to cherry pick, and only thing you want is the truth. When you need to have some subjective, learned life truths or some bullshit like that in order to
Yeah,
fully understand or something like that. I see that's the thing. It doesn't make sense. Like body
it
cam, like
doesn't.
I can understand it can be misconstrued. Let's be okay. And honesty, sure, I guess things can be misconstrued, but at the end of the day, like so many things that have gone south. If you just had a body cam, we thought that was a solution. But then when the body cam goes against, a made up narrative, suddenly they realize, oh, we got to scramble for an alternative. Apparently, this is the solution. Make it
Yeah,
sound like body cams are bad or some shit. So are they
Yeah.
literally saying that
yeah.
that is racist? Like, who says this?
Oh, this is apparently a news guy has been talking about should we get rid of body cams, and it was an interesting little report. I wanted to get it, but I knew it was hitting subscribe. So I was like, I was getting that, so I was like, oh, I'm not in any way, shape, or form sending Bob that article. He's going to have a hissy fit.
So I have a
I
crazy
already
idea.
had my patience tested whenever it's like sign up for our newsletter. It's like no.
Yep. Okay, Nico.
Yeah.
Okay, so my crazy idea is that maybe instead of complaining about the body cams,
Yeah.
maybe the people that are upset about them should wear counter body cams, and then make the
Well, they
them
do.
really
They
accessible
actually
on
do.
the website.
People have been. I've been seeing this more and more and more. The cops show up, and the second the cops show up, I've even done this now. I pull up my phone and record.
No,
If
the
cops
phone
come-
record thing is fine, but that's not going to do anything. It just shows it from when it starts. The interaction starts
Yeah.
getting to their favor. They start
Yeah.
pulling out.
That's
So
their
they can
hope.
play
That's their
Yep.
hope.
Yep.
That's their
And that's
but
the
I
problem is that you don't see what happened 5 minutes before, and oftentimes 5 minutes before tells you the full story. Like that petty guy,
Oh no,
we
no.
have footage of him kicking the
Yeah.
tail light on a car and doing all this shit.
Yep.
But if you just show the part where he's acting like a good Boy Scout, people claim that he's been hurt trying to exercise his first,
Very careful. We don't want to get banned. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But good example is if I had a police, I turn on my body cam, date, time. Hello, officer. What can I help you with? And I keep my phone out. I don't aim at the police officer. I verify it's a cop. I'm verifying that I'm recording. And that's it. And it's like, oh, well, you're on record with our body cam. Oh, good to know. I'm going to verify with my own camera that I know, so I keep my own personal record. Thus, they tell me to turn my phone off. I don't turn my phone off.
I'm about to say it may seem a bit strange, but if you're being an honest Johnson about it, and they're an honest Johnson about it, I don't see why they would have an issue with it. It's like, okay, if that's your prerogative, then by all means.
Yep.
Because that would be my honest reaction if I'm arriving on scene. Is just like, granted, I'm not an officer in any way. I'm not a public servant in any way. I am not officialized. I'm saying if I was in their shoes, just in case anyone gets it twisted.
Yeah. So I had, for example, a good example of this was I was going by a house that had its door kicked in. I said, hello, anyone here? Anyone here? Hello, anyone here? The door was kicked in. Like this fucker was kicked in. I did not approach. I backed up, called 911, and they said, can you stay there? And it's like, are you sure? Because that makes me an accomplice. That actually puts me like I'm actually like in a situation. I asked them that should I stay? If I stay, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, so the second they said stay, I said 1 second, turned on my phone, turned on my thing, and said, date, time, and sat there with my camera on. So the cops showed up. I did not enter. I stayed here. I have footage of it, and that's it. Like, yes, we are in a society now where everyone and everything has a camera. You can't hide your bullshit.
Including the pigeons.
Yes. So this idea that even like this idea that you can solve your problem. And I hear some entitled people. Like, we've seen some interesting ones. The most famous one was bike lock lady. I'm not putting up with your shit. Buddy,
Oh
like,
my goodness. Yeah.
I'm putting up. I'm not playing. Buddy, you are and the second she started raising that bike lock, if it was me as a citizen, you aim that bike lock at me, I have no problem if I have a concerned carry, but bang.
Concealed, not concerned.
Well,
Yeah,
concealed carry.
yeah. I like that. I like that term better. Concerned carry.
Yeah, I have a concerned
You know,
carry.
that's fair. That's fair. Concerned carry.
I'm sorry, if I was a cop, it would be bang. The first swing would be bang.
The key difference is the scrutiny with it, deadly force triangle. Now, yes, I know you can absolutely murk somebody with a bike lock if you hit them in the right spot. That is possible. Anything's possible. You can kill somebody with a chair.
Yeah.
In one hit.
What
But
floored me is I was
for
watching
them, they have to, because there's two officers. What they have to do is disarm and.
Well, there was one officer. There was one officer.
One officer was struck. He was struck.
No, there was only one officer at the time.
I thought there was two because the footage was from one officer and then there was another one there.
The second one didn't show up until a couple minutes after he had a scuffle and she smashed a fucking bottle. She smashed a vase over his head.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah. Word to the wise: always have a battle buddy.
Yep.
Always have your partner on scene just in case you were in any way incapacitated.
Well, they used to, but that should have been that should be 101. I don't know why cops are going to scenes by themselves. In my town, you will never see one cop by himself. That should be a two-man job every fucking time.
Yep.
Indeed.
They should literally take the lessons from Dragon Quest and bring at least a couple extra guys.
Because, especially in my town, I've seen a cop incident go bad. A good example of this was me and my buddy we were living right next door to a certain lab of meth, and we all knew what it was. We all saw the cops go there multiple times. And we all knew that it was getting worse again. Me and him were playing PlayStation. We were playing Diablo 1. I look outside. I go, hey, there's one cop there. There's just one? The guy says, there's just one. And we both look. And we see this cop get fucking kneecapped by another guy. And they were beating the crap out of that cop before his backup showed up. They took this guy to town for a good 5-10 minutes. That guy almost died. And that's when the shots were heard. And we're like, oh shit, we fucking hit the ground. This wasn't in my town. This was in another city. I was visiting a friend. And holy fuck. And we made the laugh because we had downstairs, it was a 3-bedroom house or a 3-bedroom apartment house. Is one of those like house apartments. The top floor had one of his friends and his girlfriend living there, and they literally just bang, 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 bang. I'm like, holy shit! We all just fucking hit the ground. And when I got up, when we all got up, we ran over there after everything kind of calmed down a little bit to see how they were doing. His one girlfriend slept through it because she took her sleeping pills. The other one was out getting pizza. We were like, holy shit. So they eventually, what happened is he moved in next door later just to like get rid of the problem. But they weren't and that place was such a fucking crazy, crazy, crazy situation. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, body cam footage, and they fought that. What only floors me about this is the sentencing in America is absurd. I'm hearing people that like assault an officer get like a year. No. Holy fuck
Meanwhile, you
no.
cause an accident, you go away for as many years as somebody wants to slap on you.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen people like I don't know how people are getting.
Unintentional accidents that may or may not cause loss of life or injury. I've seen it like what was it, like this 20-something-year-old kid.
Yep.
It was a case where his semi truck that he was driving caught fire, and he regretted the whole situation. Unfortunately, a family did pass away from that incident.
Yeah.
But they slapped him with like almost 90 years, upwards to 120 years. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep. Oh yeah, that isn't new either. I've seen weird shit like one thing I saw a couple years ago. A guy got in trouble for stalking a girl, got 7 years. The truth was he wasn't stalking her. He sent her a love letter, basically a letter to like honest thing. What happened is instead of getting his 7 years in jail, they realized what had happened is her dad had took the letter, brought it inside because he put it in the mailbox, brought it inside. It slipped out. He was a college student. It slipped out, hit the ground, and was just staying there. They thought he broke it and left a love letter. It took a solid year to get him out of jail. Because then the father realized, the father fucked off, came back and went, no, I brought the letter in. And the father came clean. The daughter and the mother did not come clean. The father came clean and said, I don't know how that got there. They must have, oh shit, I brought it in, and he cleared his name technically. But that took a year. Imagine going to jail for stalking a woman for 7 years.
When you're trying to be just, one of those classic romances, like, hey, Jill, I really like you. I hope we can meet. I know this great coffee place. And you just put the letter in the mailbox.
Yeah. She freaked out and She freaked out.
This is why my generation is still single, all right?
Yeah. She freaked out. And that's the thing. Like, again, a body cam would have proved this. A ring cam would have proved this. I'm just saying. A ring cam would have saved him. Would have saved him.
But no. See, Chief. No, he was a stalker. No, don't believe the Ring doorbell camera. How could you?
Yeah.
That's doctored footage. No way.
Yeah, I know, but that would have saved his ass. Like, I'm an advocate.
Yeah. I mean, hell, it saved that one guy with the DoorDash girl stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it saved his ass. Like, yeah, apparently she's going to jail for even longer, DoorDash girl, I heard. I heard there's a lot more because now they went from like normal local court to like state court. That's like the next level. That's like,
yep.
Uh-oh.
And the only thing above that, if I'm not mistaken, is Supreme Court.
Yeah, so she's not doing good.
Yeah, so the higher the court, for any layman's out there who don't know exactly what we're talking about, the higher the court, if you lose, the worse the risk. It's like making a higher bet at a casino.
Yep. So
if you lose at Supreme Court level, you will be slapped so hard with the rod of justice. Your ancestors will feel it.
Yep. So in short, I'm an avid believer in body cam footage. I think it protects. I think not only that it protects because if a cop gets rough with you and battery, that camera's on. And that camera's not, her camera's supposed to like that camera should be like setting signals and shit. I want it one step further. I want a separate entity to have the body cam footage. Not just the police. I want an entity that like, oh no. We have the evidence, and we will bring it up to vertical justice. Yeah.
Like a wireless transmission that ensures it's always recorded.
Yep. I think we should take it one step farther. I think, yeah.
Now, would you say this is somebody who's with said police station, like how they got dispatchers over there, or should it be a separate entity entirely?
I think it should be. I don't think it should be Ministry of Truth shit, because we're that's borderline there.
Because that's why I was worried about. Is like, well, if it's within the station, and let's say you got some crooked people.
Yeah.
Because I'm just still gonna play devil's advocate here, you know.
Well, I think I honestly think body cam footage, like other than like names and places, body cam footage should legitimately be on that registry. I think the second it goes to court, that information should be gathered by the public if they want it. You have to have a valuable reason why you want it, but I think that should go right to the fucking courthouse, to be honest. Like, why not? Why not? If a complication happens, it's already at the courthouse ready to go. Of course, I know that would be impossible. I know some places, not gonna lie, there are some places in America, and you know who you are, major cities in America. Stop using Windows 98, you fuckers, at the courts. We know you do that. Upgrade your system. Dude.
It's not just the government in general. It's also other places. They just don't upgrade their fucking software. It's only businesses that'll do it.
They don't. Like you only saving grace for some military installations. And I know, like, I'm not revealing anything illegal. This is common knowledge. If you simply look this up, you can find this stuff out on articles and shit. For the longest time, the only reason certain places we couldn't, like a hacker couldn't, launch a missile, was because the systems were so out of date that you'd have to legitimately use DOS to activate the missile.
Yeah. That is the only saving grace of it is.
Yeah.
You over there are working with, iron. You're working with fine metals. You got fine metallurgy over there. You're working with iron over there. We're in the Iron Age. You look back in the military and our tech, we still got, flint and obsidian. Yeah. That's basically our tech. We got fucking stone and bone over here when it comes to computers. I was
talking to a friend of mine who served in the military. I can't say who because he still technically serves.
I wasn't asking.
What?
Like, I wasn't asking his details. I gotcha. You say friend military, gotcha.
Yeah, I got a guy who works in the American military, and he legitimately said one time they turned on a program targeting system and Windows 98 kicked off. And he couldn't believe what he.
Did it have the Green Hill background?
Yes.
Okay. So at least with the Navy computers, we had like the symbol for the Navy on it, where it was like, honor, courage, commitment, and shit like that around the edge of the circle with, But they still had the fucking Green Hill background? Bro!
Yeah, he told me about this years ago. He said he couldn't believe that Windows 90... DJ, your thoughts on the fact that your military sometimes still uses uses Windows 98?
Well, it depends. If it's air-gapped, it's not as big of a deal. If it's networked, that's a big no-no. But a lot of times, like, for example, the floppy disk drives, the 10-inch floppies at the Minuteman missile silos, there's a man with a firearm at the door, so that's called physical security coupled with an air gap. But courthouses, they literally have regulations about data privacy and stuff, and then they don't have to follow them. That's batshit insane.
It is batshit insane. Yes, and that's Canada too.
In the military, though. Mm-hmm.
That is Canada too. I have legitimately, I know courthouses in Canada that you could hack. And I'm not saying do this. Again, don't do this. But you could legitimately get government authorization codes. Like, if people really wanted to, like, I've been saying for years. Yeah, I've been saying for years, audit the countries. Because the fact that there are courthouses, I have walked into a courthouse and heard this when I turned on the computer. Blong, blong, blong.
Dun dun
I'm like-
dun dun dun.
Yeah, no. I turned around and said, "Is that Windows 98 I just fucking heard?" As I turned around and saw a 50-year-old fucking computer. I looked at her. I saw a computer. I saw a courthouse. Now this is butt fuck nowhere. They had a Commodore 64 for their courthouse.
With the gaming system?
Well, Commodore 64s weren't just for gaming.
Okay.
It kept records. That is private records of documentation on a Commodore fucking 64. This was
Hell,
butt
at that
fuck
point,
nowhere.
just have it in fucking parchment form. That thing barely
Yeah.
has enough memory.
In fairness, I don't see a question with security because I don't think they're networking that, but I do see a problem with data retention and like how easy it is just to be like, oops, we lost it. Almost like they're doing it on purpose. Like they're okay with this. They're like, good. When we need to, we could just be like, oh, we had a corrupted sector on a floppy. Sorry.
Dude,
Just like the computers in Brazil, honestly, the movie Brazil. The weird ass fucking computers that they had, and it's like, oh, sorry, we lost the documents.
I
Oh
was
my god.
terrified. I was terrified when I had my back thing. This was way back when I had my first really bad back injury. My really bad back injury I had was one of the worst situations I had was when I cocked up and I looked to the side and I said, "Is that Windows 95?" And they're gonna X-ray my back. They're like, "Yes." I'm like, "Get me the fuck off this thing."
Dude,
I'm like, "Get me off
how does this
thing."
feel? Like, to all you tech wizards, both here and in the audience, how does it feel that at home you have the equivalent of like a T1000 sitting on your desk? Meanwhile, over at these facilities, we have basically fucking Protectrons.
Yeah. No, it's woefully under. Some of these places are woefully. This is why I said it's going to be really easy if you wanted to audit a government in America. It's such a joke because here's the problem with a lot of these old programs. They don't properly delete their you can't. For those that don't know, old operating systems are really hard to fully remove data. It keeps fragments of it. So even if you go click and delete, it keeps it'll keep that up to I can't remember how long it is, but it's a registered thing. So like
I can elucidate.
What?
I mean, I'm sorry. Go finish your thought, but I can definitely elucidate on how that works. So what's going on there?
Go ahead, man, because that's basically what.
So,
Yeah, go.
You're kind of right. But there is a caveat or two there. So basically, on any old machine, even modern machines, really, when you delete a file and you empty the recycling bin, it's not truly gone. So if you remember in the DOS era, they had the undelete command, and essentially the reason is when you delete a file, when you truly delete a file, what you're doing is you're marking the sector for deletion. So ultimately, when new data comes along, it's counted as free space that can be overwritten. But let's say you delete a file and you empty the trash bin or whatever you do, and you don't have any new data coming in. And a year later, someone like me picks the garbage, takes the hard drive, and runs it through a data recovery tool. Well, it's super trivial because you're just scanning for sectors that are marked for deletion, and you could literally now you got to save the data to a different drive, or you're going to overwrite the data you're recovering. But yes, that's how that works. So the undelete command worked on that principle as well. So how do you get around that? Well, back in the day, when my dad worked for the Department of Sanitation in New York, they had various utilities. Back in the day, they had a plethora of utilities for Windows 98. Actually, for Windows 3.1 for that matter. I had one of them. It was really cool. I think it was called PC Tools for Windows. It was like a new shell for Windows 3.1. It was actually really nice. It had thumbnail previews and all this stuff. It also ate RAM like it was candy, which back then was a premium, which unfortunately is apparently the way things are going again, which really upsets me. But anyway, my point is it had a feature called a DOD wipe. So it's sort of like when you run a DOD wipe is where you write 0 to the disk like 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. And at that point, the data is effectively irretrievable. That said, is the courthouse running Windows 98 running a DOD wipe? I'm almost certain they're not. And
I still
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
still
what
do that when I do
I
like
just
the
wanted to
story
share
What
of
does
that because
DoD stand for in DoD?
in Department of Defense. So it was a standard. So
Okay, so it
Department of
is the
Defense
Department of Defense.
established
I
some.
thought this was tech jargon. My bad. Okay, so it is
Yeah,
the
well, it
DoD
kind of
I'm
is,
familiar
but yeah,
with.
yeah, it's actually the DoD you're familiar with, and they basically establish standards because obviously the military likes to establish standards and document them thoroughly. I'm sure you've seen a procedure for everything. You could probably find a procedure on how to dig a hole in the backyard if you needed one, or to make a tunnel for that matter. But bottom line is, they're not using it. This happens on modern operating systems too, like the exact same state of affairs. The only reason it's not as common is on an SSD, it's much easier to wipe the data. On a RAID array, the data is sort of inherently scrambled. So unless you have like all of the separate drives, you don't necessarily have a guarantee of being able to recover data. So on a server
because
rack, it's
we do
not
multi-driving.
impervious. It's just harder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do
What a mess.
multi-driving
Go on.
now.
I'm
That's
sorry. I just wanted to share how that worked.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, man. It's
No,
good to have this
you're
knowledge
great. No,
because
that's
the
great.
most I have for computer knowledge is, hey, I did this maintenance. Check it off on the computer. That's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe update
Like, this
something
is
that I
why-
have to yearly.
Yeah, this is why I still do this on this is why I like factory reset, because you do technically remove a lot of that data gets removed from your device, but that doesn't necessarily get removed from networks. So you got to be very careful when you do that, because I factory reset my phone a lot because all the stuff I throw on here, because I'm going on Scribe, I'm going on Scribble, I'm going on all these different sites to grab books, stuff for the channel. I factory reset because my phone slows the fuck down every fucking couple of months. Every couple of weeks, I sometimes have to do it because I'm filling this fucker up, deleting, filling up, deleting, filling up, deleting. So I'll just factory reset just to get rid of the information. But what I used to do back in the day is when I deleted stuff, I would I had a big I used to call it my anime compiler. I had a shitload of anime. And what I used to do for my old stuff is I would have this anime, but I would have it at the highest gigage you can get. So I'd have intervals of 25. So this anime of I used Street Fighter. I used the Street Fighter TV, not TV show, but the animated movie. I compiled the data on it to get the highest quality, which is 25 gigs. And I would have a partition of it up to 25 gigs. I'd keep a couple flash drives, and I would just, after deleting something, and this is just to clear the information. If I wasn't doing a hard wipe, I would do a defrag. Then I would put that information after deleting the documentation, whatever it was. I had.
That's actually logical. That's good. That's a good procedure, dude.
Yeah. And then I would throw the anime on all the way up to the max amount, and I would delete that information. Therefore, the information is writable, and now it's new information is written over the other iteration, and then everything after that. I've always been doing it for years. This is why I tell people when you download stuff off Steam, a lot of people think you can just delete and re-delete, delete, re-delete, delete, all that. Constantly doing that over and over and over again is basically creating a whole shitload of corruption. And you got to eventually do a system wipe. What?
Well, I mean, I think it's not. I mean, is it because Steam has a lot of junk files? Because I mean, I know that when you mention wiping Android, that makes sense. Because on Android, you will accumulate things that you don't know. I got a friend. He literally is the most hardcore dude I know when it comes to tech stuff, and he's like, I don't know how this Android OS works. So he literally uses a flip phone, and I think he got traumatized. He went to a hacker convention and. His phone got compromised there, and then his name was kind of displayed on the board like, oh, we hacked this guy. So ever since then, he said, look, that was a weird exploit. The fact that I wasn't aware of it and the fact that I can't be aware of every exploit. So he started using a flip phone after that.
Okay, so what I'm talking about is for example, PlayStation users. A lot of PlayStation users will get all these fucking games, and these games are massive giga beasts.
Mm-hmm.
On that hard drive, because that doesn't have a proper system stuff, your PlayStation, every time you delete and add a new game, delete, add a new game, delete, add a new game, delete, add a new game, there's still chunks of that data still on there.
Okay, you're right. That I can see because
Yeah.
it happens on Windows all the time. You uninstall an app, and sometimes it's just one folder with one text file in it, and it's like irrelevant. It's like a log file that simply logs that this was properly
Yeah.
uninstalled. But then on
Yeah, yeah,
Windows, you have the registry, and the registry is like a database of settings. So, like for example, even like the name of your recycling bin. There was a time where you couldn't rename the recycling bin. You'd have to go to the registry editor, find the entry, and change it. But guess what? Any
yeah.
app that uses the registry for storing settings, if the uninstall program, which is its own program, doesn't include a script to remove those registry entries, great. Now you got a registry that's got like an extra 25% of shit in it that it didn't have before. So the operating system has to parse that much data. So you're onto something
Yeah,
here
yeah.
with the PlayStation example.
Yeah. Well, I'm using the new play. Like all consoles do this. You got to be very careful when you're constantly removing, adding. It will inevitably. It's the same thing with computers.
PS3 had a
Yeah.
major issue with that.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to figure out. It's like I don't know anything about this. I feel like the fighter who's invited to like the Wizard Book Club, and I don't understand metaphysics.
No, I'm just saying this is.
but when you mentioned the PS3 and the PlayStation series and other consoles, like yes, I know exactly what you mean because I delete a file and all of a sudden it was just
Nico,
it was a corrupted
you have
file that I could never get rid of. That was like 50 gigs. And I'm like, jeez, man.
Yeah, you got to defrat. You got to do a complete fucking system. You got to do a factory reset.
Yep.
At that point, Nico, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because you ran into it with the series, the Xbox Series X, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I had some issue with 360, and I had to go back and redo it. And then I got in there, found out the problem, and then fixed it.
Yeah.
It's just an issue with memory problems.
Yeah. So you're basically having chunks of data that you're constantly adding and adding and adding and adding. So, yes, there's big issues. Now, older computers are more notorious for this, but it's fixable. The problem is, do you know how many motherfuckers actually know how to use Windows XP or Windows
Not too
98?
many.
Guilty as charged. Yeah.
A majority of them don't know how to, because I remember when my dad was running the computer training school, many people were basically in their like late 30s to 40s and 50s getting in there to go learn how to use computers back in the 1997, 1998 era up to 2001. And that's like when they started, like, I think it was like 2005 when the school shut down, but the issue was that a lot of people were coming in and they were using government things.
Yeah.
Like
and it's all designed. Yeah, these are government officers using government programs.
Yeah.
So yes, I do believe this should be courthouse. Yes, this information needs to be there, but we need to have the courthouses properly upgraded to proper run systems that should have fucking happened 20 years ago.
This all started with body cams.
Yep.
Man, what a combo. Yeah. But yeah, my bottom line is every Honest Johnson officer was open to the body cam idea because it makes their job and investigations easier.
Mm-hmm. But it also makes it easier to find facts if you have bad memory.
Yeah.
Like I said, it makes investigations easier.
Speaking about people who are awful and horrible, Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Now, this is going to be hard for us. This is going to be hard for us not to get a little political, but we have to. Like I said, tonight we're going to be picking some fights.
Casually looks over at the squirt bottle on the chief's desk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just moving the cat. Hold on, moving the cat bigger. Okay, they're perfect. Okay, so here's what's going down. So Billie Eilish says something online at the Grammys, which the Grammys were a fucking joke. I watched it. It was a basically paid propaganda at this point. Like, I can't even joke. I don't even I can't even joke about it anymore. At this point, I'm looking at this stuff and I'm laughing. I'm like, Jesus, fuck, this is just absolutely absurd how bad this is.
Oh yeah, looking at the Grammys, you know that joke of like, is this something that I'm too X to understand? Is this a show that I'm too poor to understand? that is my view on this. It's like, what's the point of this circle jerk? It's like, hey man, why would you want to dress in a suit and show up here when you could just be home and, I don't know, drink wine?
Yeah.
I don't know what rich people do. They have wine casks, I guess.
Yeah, well, if we're to quote, they go to certain islands, but we won't get into that conversation. Ooh, squirt myself there for a couple seconds. So she decides to come out and talk about a lot of stuff. I'm okay with that, but like the whole stolen land thing. Now, I don't consider myself native enough to actually say anything about this, but I do find it absolutely fucking hysterical to find out that the place where she built her big super $1 million mansion was a goddamn sorry about that, boys. I'm just throwing out stuff. I'm still fighting a cold, chat. I apologize. This multi-million-dollar mansion was on stolen native land. So I don't think she can own it at that point. What's your thoughts on this, DJ? I think you might be the most interesting one on this one. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, like, I avoided the damn Grammys and all that shit, but I think people have already covered a lot of ground on this. And I don't know if I can add anything more other than, like, parroting some of it. But it is amusing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you know what, lady? I think someone literally, I saw a video where someone literally named whose land it was before anyone's land, like whatever nation.
Yeah.
Or Native
Yeah.
American nation or tribe that lived there, and I find that absolutely hilarious. It's like, okay, how about you open your house? And they did this during the Adams administration. People were like, hey, Mayor Adams, why don't you open up Gracie Mansion, and give some place for people to live too, And then he was funny. He gave a technical reason, which he wasn't wrong, but it was still like the point is the fact that you're asking New Yorkers. They literally sent me an email, my agency, asking me if I wanted to put up people who needed a home.
Yeah, my
oh, they're paying rent?
Yeah, right.
that like
Come on, say what? You gotta pay $5,000 for a fucking shoebox over in the Big Apple?
No, I look at it like this: rules for thee, not for me, and I'm sick of it. And I hate to say
absolutely.
it, Hollywood. Yeah, we are having people starting to feel like. I almost, what I heard someone say actually, because apparently someone recently, they had an actor come out and say something stupid, and you could hear in the background, just shut up and dance, clown, and the guy kept walking. I thought that was hysterical. That someone was like, well, we need blah, 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 and she's saying this on the someone said, dance, just shut up and dance, clown, and just kept on going. And that's kind of the Roman mentality. I think we need to go back to this when it comes to acting, because acting, there are guys out there like saying you should go grab a gun. No, you should not. You should go do this. No, you should not. Do not, under any circumstances, do that stupid. See, don't spill pop like Bob does all over the place. And yeah,
nothing was spilled. I dropped the fork. Ignore what you have just heard. There's nothing here.
Okay, so I'm just saying, it's just funny that it's just that kind of stupidity of the matter. It's like, don't do this. And Nico, what's your thoughts? You think that, like, can actors just shut up and act?
So here's the part that makes this interesting too, because if you look back at the older times, right? In the old days, they used to do the whole thing where they go out and they say, "Oh, I just won this, so I'm gonna think these people, they're God's choice," and then they go on to their little dream about wanting a peaceful world or wanting to go to Disneyland, right? Now, modern days, they've gotten this mindset of, "Oh, look at this! If I take this little sponsorship behind the scenes, I'm gonna get this or that, or I'm gonna take this from Jimmy over there from Switzerland, and then he's gonna give me money to say this to the people in America, and then I get to go and cause all these problems for the people."
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It became a thing. Ignore what? Actors in acting. People are starting to not pay attention to these people. They're quickly becoming more hated. I've never seen this level of hate against the acting community now. Like they're getting more despise than most.
Yeah. What was it?
And the truth is because because, multi-million-dollar people are telling you that, you're bad and you should suck. It's not, oh, thank you for giving me that multi-million-dollars, because I hate to say it, like, this is why I truly believe cancel Disney Plus.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah, go
They'll
ahead.
happily throw another one of their own kind under the bus, and it's like, you're already despised, and you're gonna do that. Who's gonna respect you at this point?
Oh, Nicki Minaj, for example, she all of a sudden switched her opinion, and all of a sudden the hate has blown the fuck up, and it's hysterical the level of hate that she's gotten.
Oh
And
my
it's like,
God,
it wasn't that
that's the
long
most racist
ago
thing.
they were celebrating her.
And they're being so racist towards the lady, like it's like just the way, like, I mean, well, if we're using their standards, it was racist, but no, I mean, like the whole point of free expression. I mean, you don't need me to tell you guys, but it was just, I saw that clip where they kind of had this little powwow and they were being all cute, talking trash about Nicki Minaj, and I always, even when I didn't really like, wasn't into her style of music. I saw, yeah, she is an entrepreneur, and I mean, back when her views were more online, they loved talking about her as the great entrepreneur, and then
Oh yeah,
suddenly
yeah, they
now
loved her. Like, if
she
you talk
just a
shit about her, if you talk shit about Nicki Minaj, you were racist, and that is funny because you look at it now. Now all of a sudden she's a, this and that.
She's
like,
not one
they're
of us
calling her
anymore.
stuff.
She's a witch.
Yeah.
We must burn the witch. And it's like, well, dude, what the hell? Whatever happened
If
to,
you're
I don't know,
old
walking
enough-
around with your arms together, and it's like, we as one. It's like, oh,
If
nobody's
you were
singing
old-
Kumbaya anymore?
If you were old enough, you remember when Trump walked into the View, and they celebrated him. If you're old enough, you can see what they like. For example, Henry Cavill, for example, how he was the new sweetheart. And
Hell, wasn't he also?
it's fun.
Wasn't Donald also in? Was it Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes, Donald Trump was in a lot of stuff. A lot of people forget that hatred that they. So it's all, to me, it's fake. To me, it's
That quote-
either.
I'm sorry, but that
Yeah.
quote that Trump said in Sweet Prince of Bel-Air, or Fresh Prince of
Yeah.
Bel-Air. Oh, he's sweet now after the thing with yeah. Never mind. But either way, he's like, the quote that Trump says in the show is, "Everybody's always blaming me for something." And I'm like, wow, that actually aged pretty well. It's like, yeah. So yeah, everybody's blaming him for something.
I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump supporter either. I don't believe you. We have our own opinions and we keep it to ourselves. But to me,
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj is the new victim of this bullshit. Like, and when you have someone like Kathy Griffin, whose brother's a a certain no boy that did some no stuff. Look it up, Kathy. Don't throw fucking
boy.
stones at when you have a nice big old glass house there, Kathy. Telling people to go bang on someone's door and go, well, you need to know who someone voted for. No, you don't. The only thing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that what the brown shirts did back in I don't know, 1940s?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
before that, there was KGBs actually went around and they did the same thing, but they did that to the Christians and the Jews.
Okay. I got what you're saying. All you had to do was say KGB.
Yeah. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. We're crossing a boundary here. But no, that's the thing. That's the thing that I get. We're going to touch this a little bit because this was bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. When I hear people say that, the only thing you should be asking your neighbor is, "Hey, can I borrow some sugar? I got some leftover steak, and do you want something to eat?" I don't give a fuck about you. Like, my neighbors have their own different values. I got neighbors all around me. Unless you treat me like shit, I don't care. I've had neighbors. I've lived in apartments where half my neighbors were crazy. I've lived in apartments where I had a crazy bitch who picked a fight with another woman while she was pregnant.
Okay, without getting too crazy, and if you don't have enough resources to go around to, I don't know, offer your neighbor soup, just ask them how they've been. How was their day?
Yeah.
That can really turn somebody's life around, all right?
Yeah.
You just ask them, just be cordial. It's like, hey, how was your day, man? I kind of sucked. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, you're just nice. You're just nice. I'm not going to start, dude. You never. There's a famous quote. Don't hit where you eat. Okay,
True.
that's the truth. Unless you're like me and you like to buy those giant 50-foot tall fucking falafels where they have all the different spices. You need to shit where you eat because it shoots out as fast as it comes in.
It comes and goes. It's like the internet.
You don't buy a jerky gyro that's maxed out to the maximum size. You don't buy a 6-foot jerky gyro. You rent that 6-foot jerky gyro.
I'm gonna have to start calling you Get Go.
What the hell is a jerky gyro? I gotta look this up now. Oh, the food?
A gyro, if I'm not mistaken, is how you pronounce it.
Oh,
it's a falafel. It's like a falafel or I can't remember what they're called now.
Yeah.
Grease
It's like
taco.
like halal type shit, but not.
Yeah. But it's wrapped.
I always call gyros Greek tacos or burritos.
Yeah, it's jerk meat. Now this is actually a restaurant in town. I'm really doxing myself here, but I don't think anyone's gonna figure out where the fuck this place is. That's
you're
not
eating
actually
Greek food. That's all it is.
Yeah. No. It's like they, instead of doing the regular sauce, they use Jamaican jerk meat sauce.
Ooh,
and then
Jamaican jerk.
Ooh.
Then what I'll do is I'll do 2 meats. I'll do that meat, and then I'll do the meat that's the spicy fucking Mexican meat, and I'll mix it all together in that big thing with some lettuce, olives, jalapeno peppers, and then I will pray to the porcelain god as I sing my praise. And I will drag a book in there because I know I'm going to be in there for the rest of the night. But I am going to have a great meal. It is going to be flavor country, but I'm going to pay for it 5 seconds after finish. The second I finish, I'm like, well, time to poop.
Well, I got it, Chief. The next present I get you is going to be like one of those airport pillows, just in case you fall asleep upon your throne.
Yep. Dude,
There's no way of having a deck of many things.
I have made my decision. If I ever win the lottery, there are 3 things I'm buying for this apartment. Because I talked to the apartment guy, the new place I'm at, I can make changes. A multi-port shower that has like 2 nozzles, so I have the double knot, so I can do the double shot. A brand new toilet that's 2 more feet off the ground, has a bidet, and I'm legitimately has a heated seat and like a comfy heat. And I'm going to legitimately that's my 2 big buy. My 3rd big buy is a sauna.
Where the fuck you can put a sauna?
I can put it in my living room. I got enough room.
You gotta have a place to like stay warm.
Hope you don't have carpet. That shit's gonna get moldy.
You gotta hide.
I don't have carpet. I don't have carpet now, so I don't care.
Okay. Honestly, that's always my big worry is like you got that much heat and moisture, man. It's just gonna get all nasty and moldy.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna have that. Dude, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to live stream while I'm doing it.
No, I don't. I do not want to see that stream.
I'm gonna be sitting there live. I'll be playing video games. I'll have my hands outside the sauna door while I'm playing the games. That is my dream, man. I'm gonna be having shower. Like, oh man, no, like I said.
I hope he doesn't go with the idea of getting a body cam.
Oh no, I'm not gonna get
That's gonna be so cursed. You're gonna catch a peek at it.
Catch a peek. You get the whole foot, it's mean.
Yeah, you accidentally shift a little bit and it's just like, shift, no.
No, I'm not Ricada Law.
That's true, we can't even afford cocaine.
That was a lot of cocaine, apparently. Holy shit. Apparently. Holy
really,
fuck.
really likes Tony Soprano.
I don't know. That was a lot. Like, apparently the level of cocaine that came out, I'm like, no way that was like that. That's not cheap. That's millions and millions of dollars. So next on the docket is our big fights. There are 2 big fights for tonight. Fight 1 is the fun that is Baki. Well, actually, you know what, DJ? What are you more knowledgeable? Do you know more about anime or comics?
Well, I know I'm not a big anime expert. I mean, I know more about anime, but look, I got the comic that you sent me, or at least Punisher, and I have some Punisher comics. I'll be happy to chime in any way I can.
Okay, so Punisher versus the Red Hood. Who would win that fight? We're talking about Jason Todd,
Punisher.
Red Hood.
I don't even know who Red Hood is, but I would say Punisher. But
Jason Todd, the old Robin.
Okay, Nico?
Yeah, I would say, from my understanding of it, I would think the Punisher has way more tactical advantage over Red Hood.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
my vote's not for Red Hood. I was just explaining to DJ. It's like, no, absolutely, Frank Castle's going to whoop ass.
Yeah. My thing about Frank Castle is, I've even said to people, I even call Jason Todd a Venomatic. That's how I refer to him, as the Venomatic, because all this extra training, like Jason Todd has all this super extra training, and his only claim to fame in the last comics that he's wrote is he beat up Damian Wayne. Congratulations, you beat up a 12-year-old. I've beat up a 12-year-old.
I thought his last achievement was being blown up by the Joker.
No. His great achievement was beating up Damian Wayne. He kicked Damian Wayne's ass. And it's like, congratulations, you beat up a 12-year-old. I've beat up a 12-year-old too. When my friend's kid got a little mouthy, I sat on him. He's like, get off me! Get off me! I'm sitting there laughing because I'm gonna kick your ass. I know martial arts, and I fucking just threw a. I literally he was getting mouthy with me. I said, buddy, your dad's not here. When he gets here, you're gonna be in trouble. Do you really want to go down this road? Fuck you! I'm gonna play my game. I fucking grabbed him. I basically knocked him on the ground, threw a pillow on his back, and sat on him. What are you gonna do now? Get off me! Get off me! Your dad's coming home. Dad comes home. What the fuck's going on? Yeah, your kid was being an asshole and turned on the video games when we were watching a movie. Oh, you're being a brat. And he grabbed the kid, picked him up, threw him in his room. That was the end of the night for him. Don't like that's his claim to fame. He beat up Damian Wayne. What's the Punisher's claim to fame? I don't know. Taking on the entire Marvel universe and winning. What's Punisher's claim to fame? I don't know. Fucking becoming the goddamn a literal fucking Doomslayer, an actual Doomslayer. What's Punisher's claim to fame? Being a black man. Once for about 10 for a generation line.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there was also the time where he turned into Cosmic Ghost Rider, which I'm like, I honestly thought Cosmic Ghost Rider was just another Johnny Blaze, and then when I figured out it was Frank Castle, I was like, oh fuck, oh no.
Yeah, it's absolutely silly. I'm just he's so powerful. Like the Punisher, like when I make a joke with hey, ours bet on black. I'm sorry. I just think that I still to this day, I was picking up comics during that run. I have a hell of a time finding the issues, but for that entire time when I was a kid, I was picking up those comics. And then one day I pick up a comic, I went, the Punisher's, who's this black guy? I'm reading and I'm like, wait a minute, that's Frank Castle? So okay, little side story. I'm going to pick up those comics, by the way, if I get a chance. I am. What? No. Punisher actually. I can prove it. I can prove it right now. I'll get the image for you, and I'll show
I've
it to
seen
you.
the images.
Yeah, the Punisher.
He does look like a knockoff Wesley Snipes, though.
He does. Black.
Oh, speaking of knockoff Wesley Snipes, you remember whenever they came out that recent Resident Evil TV show and they decided to make Wesker a black guy?
Yep.
And it's like, wait,
You know,
I thought Wesker would be the perfect villain for you guys. He's the blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy who's all about eugenics.
Yes.
Why'd you change him?
This is a real thing that happened to the Punisher. I actually was picking up Punisher comics at the time. This is a real thing. I'm gonna get the image. It is. It is. He became a black man in jail. It is one of the funny because people have shit on this. Like it's forgotten. It's totally forgotten that he did this. But he became a black man. It's my favorite. It's my favorite era of the Punisher. I'm actually having a problem getting the imagery. It's like I want to get this because this is an interesting side story. Oh, someone else got it. Heroic Nico.
I know. I got to did snails.
Oh yeah, that's Punisher 2099. That's the female Punisher.
Yep.
Oh come on, you fucker! My tablet's being a bitch. Hold on a sec. I will get the imagery if I can get the imagery. If it oh no, it's being an ass. I have to completely turn it off because it decided to crash. I'm gonna have to factory again. This is why I have to factory reset these devices every once in a while because they will legitimately, after a while, stop working properly. But I'll do it this way. Oh yeah, my phone works good. So no, it's funny because it's just hysterical that they made the Punisher, black for a while.
And to start the comic with him in prison.
Yeah, he was in jail.
What the fuck, man? Man.
What happened? What basically happened to him? There was a cosmetic surgeon that wanted him to survive because she wanted him to go on missions.
Wow, a surgeon.
Yeah, and so he actually was black for a while. This is a real thing that happened in the comics. So it was funny because he ended up becoming white again, which is amusing that they actually turned him white. Like they were like, yeah, that was a bad idea. Maybe we shouldn't have done this. And that was one of the funnier things that happened to the Marvel comics is that they actually did this to him.
Oris.
No, that wasn't.
What's up, buddy?
No, that wasn't a woman. That's Punisher 2099, if I remember correctly.
That's a different one. That's Flynn. That was Flynn from the series.
Yeah, he. What happened with him for that, and what's funny with that one is, this fucker.
Yeah, it's Lady Punisher, which is Lynn Michaels, which is a separate character that followed in the same footsteps as Frank Castle.
Yep. It's being stupid.
Still a better Black Widow than Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I agree.
I'm sorry, I still gotta ask. It's like, okay, you have the Avengers. Black Widow, why are you here?
Yep. There.
Sorry.
So I'm just, because there were more than one Punisher for a while. But I'm just going to get the Black Punisher now for you guys.
Does this get as crazy as, like, the many Spider-Men?
No. This actually, the cosmetic, no, because there's no Spider-Man that were Spider-Man, but he actually turned Frank Castle black for a while.
Well, no, all I'm saying is, like, with all the different interpretations of Spider-Man, do they have as many for the Punisher, or is it, like, maybe a select few?
No, it's apparently only that. I'm just getting them right now. This should actually, why is it not? Oh, it's not doing it. Okay, so it's being annoying. I have to do this the hard way. And yeah, there we go. Okay, we found it. There we go. So this is Black Punisher, legit real. This is a real thing that the Marvel Comics did. Yeah, no one's gonna recognize you. That was his way. That was their way of saving him. And this is the Punisher plus Cage. They both joined forces to take out a gang member, and this is another one where he fights off another group. He eventually becomes he becomes the Black Punisher. It's kind of funny.
I do gotta ask: does Frank Castle really need protection? It's Frank Castle.
Oh no, they
No,
were
they were
after him
best.
in jail. Like the
He
Kingpin
has
sent
friends around
everyone
everywhere.
after him. Yeah, no, the Kingpin sent an army against him, and that's why they did what they. That's why she did what she did.
Okay.
So this is a guy who took on Hydra and is still alive. This is a guy who took on AIM and is still alive. This is a guy who took on the world and is still alive. This is a
Captain
guy who
America
fought
off the team.
Yeah, no, this is the guy that beat. This is the guy who punched Captain America. This is the guy who defeated Wolverine, shot him in the balls, and ran him over with a fucking fork in the face, then ran him over with a forklift. Or no, wasn't a forklift. What did he run him over with? A steamroller. Sorry, I apologize.
Oh my. I'm just thinking of that scene from Roger Rabbit, except it's just flesh and adamantium bones.
Oh, it's a brutal scene. I actually can't put it on. I don't think I can put it on. I get in trouble. Like he shoots him in the balls, and that hurt with a shotgun, with fucking like full pellet rounds. Blows his blower end out, shoots him in the face with the same shotgun, then runs him over.
Yes,
That's
the full pellet rounds.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called there. It's not wasn't buckshot, but it's like that next heavy roundage. I can't remember what it's called.
What, a slug? Like a solid shot?
No, it wasn't a solid shot, but it was a scatter shot. But it was like one of those like the really powerful ones. I can't remember what that's called now.
It'd be buckshot.
Buckshot, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So the Wolverine. Okay.
Gotcha. He 12 gauge the ball sack of the Wolverine.
Yep. Yeah. So Jason Todd isn't used to that level of violence.
It's one hell of a way to get neutered.
Yeah, Jason Todd is nowhere near like Jason. The reason Jason Todd is dangerous, it is scary in the universe. No one expects a superhero to pull out two fucking derringers and start shooting. The Punisher dodged at like damn near. He's Batman levels of speed. Like that's scary. Has almost
the other thing that had the fear factor is because it also has like background on Batman some shit. So that is so scary to Batman.
Yeah. No, like he has Batman levels. Yeah, sorry, Bob. You're getting a little. You're coming in and out of it. But no, this is also a guy who fired off. Yeah, I don't know why I went robot there for a sec, but yeah, might be in my end. Hopefully, it's not. Hello. Hopefully that worked. If not, I might come back in and come back out. But the Punisher.
Hopefully this fixes it.
Yeah. So no, the Punisher is that like this is a guy who's quick, who can reload a gun and draw within the strike of a lightning strike. That's insane speed. This guy's just too trained. He's terrifyingly trained. You know what I said on a video? I said the Red Hood is haunted by his monsters. The Punisher became one. There's a difference.
And that's what I want to see. I don't want to see these fucking paragons. I want to see a man doing business.
And that's what he is. That's what makes. This is why I've said there hasn't been a good Punisher writer in a while, because they keep trying to make him something he isn't. He is a man hurtling towards destruction, but he's going to do as much justice as he considers justice as he humanly possibly can. So DJ, your thoughts?
About the wait, which topic were we on?
Punisher versus
Red Hood versus Punisher.
Oh, I'm out of the loop
Yeah.
on this. I'll be honest. Like I said, I already put forth Punisher, and I think you guys who know more about comics can make a better case for either. But Red Hood is like he must be like I've never heard of him.
The Red Hood is Jason Todd. That is a basically he became
he wins. Oh, and it's Tony Todd. Never mind, he doesn't win. I was thinking about Tony Todd.
Tony Todd.
He wins just
the
because
voice
he's Tony
actor.
Todd. Yeah.
The guy that played the Vortigaunt in Half-Life Alyx.
And a Klingon.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to have fun with the Klingon. Yeah, we haven't even got to the Klingon talk yet. That's going to be fun.
Oh, okay. I'll be ready for that one.
Yeah. I'm even debating we might wait till tomorrow. So, Nico and Arus, we'll give Nico give Arus the last bit on this one. What's your thoughts on it, Nico? Have I basically given the Punisher a sound wind, or do you think Jason Todd can win it?
I think Jason Todd could never win against the Punisher, not any iteration of him, because Jason Todd is way too focused on his own trauma, actually ever be able to step outside of that.
Yeah.
And Frank Castle has way too many answers.
Yeah, Frank Castle is the
monster.
For, yeah. I would not if it was between Jason Todd and the Punisher, I would rather take my chance with Jason Todd than the Punisher, because Jason Todd will fall back on his martial art training. The Punisher would just throw a hand grenade through my window.
Yeah, it doesn't even need a hand grenade. Just shoot a knife literally from one of those switchblades. He just has a jury rig to shoot it.
Oh, you talking like the ballistic knife? Just the one of those things?
Yeah.
No, like there's the difference. Yeah. Jason Todd would probably get close, do his song and dance, then shoot me. The Punisher would just, a good example of the Punisher. There's these guys called the parkour guys. Yeah, there's a famous scene that a movie Bob still hasn't seen, Punisher Warzone. There's a scene where these guys, these parkour motherfuckers, are doing these they're like part of like a strike team, and they run around doing these fucking parkour. One of the guys is doing this martial art like spin around, and the Punisher blows him up with a rocket launcher in midair. Yep. No rhyme.
How close
no reason,
was he?
Just rocket launcher. What?
How close was he if he's doing like some weird roundhouse kick?
No, he wasn't doing a roundhouse. He's doing like a spin around parkour move. And the Punisher just blew him up. It was like a parkour move, not a spin kick, a parkour move.
He wasn't trying to attack the Punisher at all, or was he just trying to be fancy?
No. These guys were running around going, woo, parkour, fucking rocket launcher dead. Didn't care.
Hey, man, the old man needs some sleep.
Yeah.
I know the neighborhood would be quiet if somebody was armed with a fucking law.
Yeah.
An M7 law, just disposable launcher, just... Alright, anybody makes noise past like 9 a.m., old man Richardson, he's gonna blow you up. Don't make noise.
Yeah, no, dude. We gotta watch, because you've never seen Warzone. I would say there are two movies that are considered the best Punisher movies. Fuck that Disney fucking bullshit. Cancel Disney Plus. Punisher Warzone and Punisher and the Dolph Lundgren Punisher are the two greatest Punisher movies of all time, and they are exactly like the comics. I keep hearing people, the Punisher comic. No, fuck you, no. Anybody who's read The Punisher, I have Warzone. I can fucking prove it. I legitimately can pull those comics out tonight, and I'll grab a bunch of them, and I'll throw them up and take a picture.
Dude, Chief.
You guys,
what's the name of the Red Hood again? What's
Jason
the guy's
Todd.
name? Jason Todd. The moment I realize it's Jason Todd, Red Hood, it's like trying to have an argument with like an edgy teenager. This would be so easy. You could just fuck with them. Oh yeah, sure. He's gonna start trying to throw punches, but an emotional state is a horrible way to fight.
Yeah, especially against a veteran.
Yeah, he is. That's the problem. Jason Todd is an emotional wreck. There's a reason why people keep kicking his fucking ass. Like he's a bitch. Like I said, his only claim to fame is beating up fucking Damian Wayne. That's not a fucking
beating up a kid. Well, wow.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, if I figure out you beat up a kid, oh, dude, you're gonna lose your fucking kneecaps.
No,
yeah. The Punisher is like a Vietnam veteran. He was also in a couple other wars too that he has been documented in.
No, well, he wasn't a Vietnam vet. Like now he's an Afghan vet. Like they've switched his veteranship. But I look at him like this. This is a man who is so like this is a guy who spent like because they say his war on terror, like his body count is somewhere in the thousands. His war on terror, his war on crime is in the thousands. That is years of being a badass. Like I think his equivalent to that is Jason Todd maybe had 10 years training. The Punisher's been killing people until he's 40 or he started at 26 when he lost his family because he was in his 20s, I think, or is that 20s or 30s. He's been doing it for over 15 years. And before that, he was not only was he a secure and powerful veteran, he was also a very good detective, and on some occasions a federal agent.
Yep.
And
he also was reached out to by Shield. Nick Fury immediately went out to reach out to him.
Yeah. Not only that, he was like a Black Ops guy. Like if you were to go by the actual canon stuff, he was law enforcement. The reason he no longer considers himself a police officer because he's not a police officer anymore. He's given that up. He believes in justice over all else. Let's go get into some more top serve.
Yeah.
My notes is fighting me today.
This is why I get annoyed at all these Paragon heroes. And it's like, wait, so you telling me Captain America is, he's a super soldier and he has the shield, the little fucking vibranium shield and all that. But I don't see Captain America loading a firearm and zeroing 5 guys in 2 seconds.
He could.
In fact, less than 2 seconds.
He actually is
trained but they're never going to show it because he's supposed to be some Paragon. Meanwhile, Punisher, those 5 guys don't exist anymore. They're gone.
The guy was actually military. He was actually trained in the Braxton was in boot camp up until they had brought him in for the serum.
He legit. The Punisher. Captain America is so skilled with a gun. Because keep in mind, he has a time dilation. He actually sees everything slower than everybody else. He's so skilled with a gun. The reason he doesn't use a gun anymore is for 2 reasons. One, he feels that using a firearm now is problematic because he's not a soldier, nor is he a law enforcement officer, so he shouldn't use a firearm.
Pussy.
That's his
reason. You're an American!
No, that's his only reason.
That's like asking the Canadians to never eat nor cook poutine ever again. You don't do that. Yeah. You don't get your maple syrup ever again. That is so unpatriotic.
That's like banning the entire.
That's the only reason he's not regulated. He's not regulated. That's the only reason. He has a rank of general, but he is not regulated under the military. He's not service. When he goes and does a superhero thing, he's doing the superhero thing as a civilian. So he doesn't believe in carrying a firearm for that only. That's the only reason he doesn't. Cap actually can and will use a firearm if he needs to, and has no problem doing it. But he has to. It has to be. He follows a code of conduct that serves under that.
This just sounds like the writers being stupid and not knowing how to write a character.
No, that's just him because he feels like he's done enough bloodshed. He also tries not to kill. That's his big rule. He does not like killing because he feels like he's killed enough. No, he feels like he's killed enough in World War II, so he tries not to murder people. He tries to actually disarm.
But would it not hurt you to use a taser? Maybe a pepper ball gun?
He's got a giant vibranium shield that guarantees that he can bounce off bullets and. Like, I know it's stupid, but that's legit why Captain America, because original Cap carried a firearm. He carried a pistol.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
I've seen
doesn't
the old
believe
depictions
in.
of him with that 1911. It's like, all right, I like that Captain America. All right, that one
Yeah,
looks
no,
good.
he believes because he feels responsible because again, when he went to cryo sleep, he left a lot of people to die. Like that haunts him as an American veteran. That haunts him that generations went by and people died because like he really does have this feeling that because he was an American, he was not only that, he was a symbol of America. He believes he has to fight under the fact that he is not a soldier anymore. He is a civilian.
Yeah,
He believes
drop the God complex and you'll be fine.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on every level. Like Daredevil doesn't use guns because guns were what killed his dad. He likes to fight bare hand. He likes to fight hand to hand.
He's also blind.
He likes what? Oh, he
He's
can
also
still use a gun.
blind.
Yeah, and he's actually still really good with a gun because he can use echolocation to fucking target people. He can actually ricochet bullets and shit. It's really scary what he's capable of doing. But that's why. If you're asking superhero why certain superheroes don't use gun, Batman's the same.
Yeah. I think it's just because Paragon shit. We gotta have the higher virtue and all that shit. And it's like, you know what? No, Punisher is all day, every day. Fuck you.
Yeah, the Punisher doesn't use a gun because he feels that a firearm. Not the Punisher. Batman doesn't use a gun because he finds them loud and noisy. He's all about moving in, taking someone out, and moving out.
Batarangs make quite a clang dipshit. Sorry, that's not me to you. That's me to Batman.
I know. But that's the thing. He can do more without a fucking firearm because of his training, his obsessive, insane training. This is a guy who turns firearms into a joke. This is a guy who dodges fucking pistol fire at point blank range. Like he can dodge.
Still a human somehow.
I don't think he's human at this point.
He's not. No.
I think he. But no.
I still love that video we watched the other day. It's like, what do you mean? Peak human condition. Nothing more. Yeah, bullshit.
Bullshit. Yeah, that's too far. But that's what I'm saying. He's not. The Punisher is not. The Punisher doesn't give a fuck. He's a trained soldier. He's a trained law enforcement officer. He knows how it works. He knows how the criminal underworld works. He spent 10 years being a fucking very good fucking homicide detective. Like, very good. Like, he was apparently great. Like, this fucker understood the criminal mind better than anybody else. Well, geez, I wonder why. He became the Punisher.
One thing that's also interesting too is he has good support system also from his buddy with the mobile armory.
Oh, dude, it's not only that. He has a great support system. He doesn't know what you can talk about. Yeah.
Yep.
Hell, on top of that, it's like, what's one of the first things you ever read in The Art of War? Know your enemy?
Yeah. 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 So Jason, that's the thing about the Punisher. He's not. Like, if you want to know why Daredevil doesn't do it, Spider-Man doesn't use guns because, well, why would he? Like, I'm sorry, I can understand why Spider-Man doesn't use a firearm. He already has a firearm. It's called a web shooter, and it's shockingly more fucking concealable and more good than anything else he fucking has. Like, I will take
even if I'm not running around with a firearm myself. If there's goons with firearms, knock one guy out and rattle the rest with that one goon's weapon.
Yeah.
Why would
that's just my mentality.
Why would you as Spider-Man? Like, that doesn't make a lick of sense. First of all, yeah, Spider-Man's strong and shit, but not only can you most people that are physically, most people like Spider-Man and shit, and Wolverine will use a gun. He doesn't give a fuck. But Wolverine prefers to use the claws. And the main reason he does that is not only because he's angry. The reason Wolverine likes to use the claws instead of using a gun, he likes getting in close, and it adds to the fear factor of Wolverine. You want to know why Wolverine's terrifying? is because that is an unstoppable killing machine. You want to see how fucking terrifying Wolverine is? When Captain America gets executed and they find out that the reason Civil War started was because a group of mutants called the Demolition Squad were like did it. He went and murdered all those people. Like, this is a guy who this is a guy who thought it was funny to pick up, this is a guy who thought it was fun to pick a fight with fucking the Hulk. You know? Like World War Hulk is an interesting story arc, but it's funny because a lot of the supers and a lot of heroes in that story arc is kind of amusing because you get to see firsthand all the mutants that, like, you get to see what happens when they come against the X-Men. The Hulk's dangerous, but Bruce Banner is a bitch. Yeah. Bruce Banner's a bitch, and Wolverine has took out Bruce Banner twice. Okay. All right, so we understand. We'll be right back.
But yeah, to confirm what I'm saying is, I understand Spider-Man not using a firearm against maybe something from the outer space, but you're fast enough to dodge bullets. Those guys aren't, and they're very squishy. Use your advantage.
But your web shooter, his web shooters are dangerous. That's why. And he's got other techniques that make him really dangerous. Like when you're super powered, I guess the idea of using a gun is a waste of time because you literally have your weapons on you. Like Spider-Man could pick up a car and throw it at somebody. I'm sorry.
The situation with
I don't care how good of a gun, how good your gun is. If I pick up car and throw at you, and it's moving about the same speed as gun bullet, I win. Size, massive velocity, I win. It's just
car would disintegrate moving at that speed if it's traveling exactly the same speed as a projectile that small because it's not designed to withstand such that. You know what? No, I'm not going to get into the math of it.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that's even worse because then you have a buckshot Ford.
Mass conversion is a pain in the ass, and I hate math, but for some reason I understand it.
Yes, but what I'm telling you is, if I throw vehicle at you at the speed of a bullet, that vehicle, yeah, sure, you are right. That vehicle's going to start fucking collapsing and falling apart and shit. But now instead of one giant solid mass, you have buckshot pieces at you. Remember?
Oh no, the family behind the villains. Oh no, they're all paste. Who could have foresaw this? Oh, I don't know. Maybe don't throw a massive object going at that speed when it's not designed to go at that. Sorry, I'm being a dick. I know, but you got to think about all these things, all these factors.
Yeah, I know, but there's no guarantee that it's going to completely implode on its own or explode like that. It all depends on the velocity of the device. It all depends on how far you throw it. It all depends. Like, there's so many variables. Okay, but I'm just saying that when I can do this, grab vehicle.
You said car as fast as bullets. That's where I started.
I know.
It's not going to be as fast, but
yeah, but that's the thing. I can pick up car and throw. When you have that level of physical capabilities, it becomes dangerous. When hitting you with a bullet doesn't necessarily hurt you, why are you going to waste your time picking up a fucking firearm?
What do you mean doesn't necessarily hurt you? You're fighting against normal dudes.
Like for example, when someone shoots Thor with a pistol, it bounces off. Like, even you got to literally blow a bomb up to him, and he'll probably walk through it and go, "Okay, I've had enough." Like when the God of Thunder can kick your fucking teeth in, there's that level of, "Oh God, fuck me, I'm not going to win this fight." That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
So that
maybe I like the concept of return to sender.
We've gone way off topic.
Oh, you shoot me with pistol? Oh, I broke your arm. Here, you can have that pistol bullet back. And you shoot him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think I can't remember what superhero did it, but someone he threatened that if you shoot me, I'm going to ram that bullet up your ass, and he shot him, and then it's like the guy's going to jail. Yeah, we found a bullet up his butt. I don't know how that happened. I can't remember what comic it was, but I remember seeing that. I don't know. That might have been like a thing on like shooting superhero power. Like one of them will get mad and just ram your fucking thing up.
But yeah. You try shooting the god, it blinks off. He gets mad, and then he shatters your fucking arm. Then he picks up your own pistol and shoots you. How do you like it now, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I find that more entertaining.
Yeah, but yeah, well, I think that was a Hancock. I will say this, although I'm not a big fan of Will Smith now. I think he's turned into a fucking little cuck, but like he's gone weird.
Why do you think I call him the soft Prince of Bel Air? It's the soft Prince.
When he was doing hack. I know, but there's a funny moment where he threatens to somebody. He says, "Buddy, if you keep bugging me, I'm going to ram his head up your ass." And he actually does that. That is one of the funniest moments I've ever seen in a fucking movie. Like I was like, "Oh my god, that's great." That's just awesome.
Human centipede.
Like that is one of my favorites. Oh, he actually did. He rammed his head up that guy's ass, and yeah, you probably could. It would suck, man. The surgery to get those guys out, if one of them didn't suffocate to death, would be awful. But he did do it. Support your local dice goblin, by the way. You got to start putting up the Dream of House Hippos thing. We got to get those shirts out.
Oh, I thought that was over.
Yeah, I haven't seen the support local house hippo. Anybody else have anything to talk about?
I thought those were over. Can you hear me at all?
No, they're not. They're not on the store. I haven't seen it show up on the top chat on the chat yet. That's why I was like, put that on, Bob.
Is my mic working at all?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh joy!
I hear you now, Bob.
Damn it! When did it start messing up?
Bob.
Yeah,
Bob.
I hear
you can't hear me. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
I can hear you.
Okay. No, I said put on the
trust me, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay, I Dream of House
and
Hippo.
I remember you said that this was over. I thought
I'm moving on to the next topic. I'm moving on to the next topic. Okay. Unless anybody else has anything else to say.
The House Hippo.
Yeah. No, House Hippo. So put the House Hippo up.
My mic is not working at all. Okay, gotcha.
No, Bob. I don't think Bob understands what I'm saying, but anyway. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. All right, thank you. All right, so next on the list is Kenshiro versus... next on the list, Kenshiro versus Baki. Baki's over. Do you want to say something? Go ahead. Or she got something for us? Go for it. Whoa, wait, Arus, stop. Hold on a second. You are not showing up at all. Hold on. Yeah, you are. 1 second. I just saw that. Give me a sec. I will. Okay. Check mic, Arus. 1, 2, 3.
Have you seen like the comic Batman versus the Punisher?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Well, remind me, who won that fight, Batman or the Punisher?
I think that one is a draw, if I remember correctly.
Okay, I could have sworn that Batman won, but okay, never mind.
I'll look that up right now. I'll see who won that fight. I'll just who won Batman.
Would it really surprise anyone if it's like, oh, Batman won because of plot?
It depends on who wrote the comic.
I fucking hate Batman so much. I absolutely despise Batman.
I thought it was
remember the shared universe issue is they normally give it to the one that is the house brand.
Yeah. By the way, what I was saying earlier about the House Hippo stuff, I thought we were moving on to like the goblin stuff. I thought we were getting rid of the House Hippo for a new product.
No, we're keeping that the name of the shirt store.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. The Batman won against the Punisher.
So
Apparently.
it was the studio that wrote it for. Was that one that?
Punisher because of that? Unless you say he was fighting Red Hood, that was the Joker. That'd be a different story.
Okay, so here's the problem with that. This idea that Batman's supersuit stopped the bullets. Bullshit.
He sometimes wears armor that looks like a suit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Tactical superiority that, okay, Red Hood doesn't have the same tech that Batman has. He never has.
Not even the one
That's
that
the
says
utility belt. Isn't the only thing he has is like a plate carrier, like a ballistic vest. That's about it.
Yeah, he's got a ballistic vest.
It's literally a buy thing because it's DC that wrote the comic, not a mutual one. It could go between.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Figured.
it was. Yeah, it was. Now, here's the thing about it. Like, Batman technically held his ground and stopped the Punisher. But again, I've always said that was a bullshit fight. Batman subdued and arrested him. Well, the Punisher. Yeah, there's been this argument that Batman would win that fight, and I've always said about most of the Punisher and Batman fights. That's the same with Batman beating Captain America. I'm like, okay, bullshit. They tried this fight before in their official crossover. It was he defeats the Punisher. The problem is he doesn't technically stop the Punisher. That's the thing. Like, yeah, sure, but the Punisher still gets away. So what did Batman do in the end process? That's what I'm saying, Ars. Batman technically won the fight, but lost the war. Punisher's still out shooting people. He just never goes back to Gotham. That's how they ended it.
Right. He just gave him a warning. Don't come to Gotham. And he just says, I do what I damn please.
Yep. It's the same thing when I think Batman fought Wolverine too, and
Hey, it's all because Batman. That's why Gotham's such a shithole.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it shouldn't be actually. I disagree with. Okay, I totally disagree with the Gotham's a shithole thing. That should have stopped a while ago. I've always argued about that. I think that's bullshit in the comics.
Yeah, you got to think that if you have a place like that and you have that many billionaires in that area, you're like, okay, maybe they're going to put money towards trying to, rehab the area.
You got the Bat family. Yeah, you got the Bat family. You got one of the greatest. Yeah, you got one of the greatest detectives literally providing enough case evidence that could fucking lock away 90% of criminals. Are you fucking kidding me? Why would any criminal organization go into the fucking Bat? Like it's the same thing with the Flash. Yeah, sure, you can fuck with like the Rogues and shit, but the Rogues have rules. They don't there's certain things they don't do. In the Flash's
you can get away from Batman. You can't get away from the Flash.
Yeah.
Yes,
wasn't it like this one wizard constantly tried teleporting away, and even at the edge of the universe and existence, Flash was still there before his teleport finished?
Yep.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing about that, okay? This idea that because at that point, how the fuck does Batman still keep failing? Like, I'm sorry, but if you had this much tech aggressively, and even if it's just one man, but it's a small family of people, there would not be a Gotham City at that point that had a crime. No fucking way. No fucking way. I have said this for years. The Joker would be locked up forever.
Or executed.
All these characters would. Yeah, all these characters would be permanently locked up. Like there's no explaining their constant escaping. Like maybe if another outside influence takes them out, but these guys should all be locked up for life. None of these guys should be around at this point. Why the fuck would they even be in Gotham at that point? They'd be in a fucking separate prison. They have all these supermax prisons for supervillains. Like Joker has a body count in the thousands that doesn't make a lick of sense. Why he should have a body count in the thousands. It's just retarded.
And for them being criminals, and they let them go stupidly.
No, they don't even let them go. They escape. They fucking goddamn. They're out. They're out the next day. And in the back, dude, it's stupid. I've always hated the writing for Batman. I think what they should do with the Batman series is wipe. Batman Inc. was a great idea. I have loved Batman Inc.
One is the Riddler episode of Batman from the old days out of West Batman, where he's like, I committed this crime, but he never actually really committed a crime, just get him in a lawsuit.
Yeah. No, Batman Inc. is the great way to go about it. What should have happened years ago with Batman is, and the DJ's glazed over at this point. We'll switch topic after this.
Well, I can say that Conjuro wins because he looks tough as nails and he lived in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah. Oh well, he's also post-apocalyptic Jesus. Literally.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Yes. He is the second coming of Christ. And if anybody wants to argue with me on that, what?
Before we move on to Conjuro, one last thing.
We haven't even started that. I was going to get to Conjuro.
Okay.
Let me finish my last.
Either way. All right.
Okay. What they should have done with the Batman story, and I've said it for years, maybe people will come to Gotham and cause problems, but Gotham itself should be relatively peaceful at this point. It should be. At this level of crime, corruption, and detection, Batman should have annihilated crime within 5 years.
Yeah,
that's my thought process. Yeah.
Yeah. What I was going to say is why I have more respect for Spider-Man over Batman is because he's just a kid. He's not wealthy in any sense of the word. He doesn't have any strings to pull outside of maybe talking to other reporters about news that they're, looking into.
Okay,
Batman has all these strings to pull upon.
Yeah.
And what does he do with it?
Yep. And I'm gonna say it once and I'll say it again. Fucking Spider-Man took down the Kingpin. A fucking plunky teenager took down Oscorp and the Kingpin. Batman can't even keep the Joker in jail for longer than a week. Fuck that noise. I like Batman as a character. I don't like what they've done with him in the comics. It is retarded. Superman makes more sense because aliens just keep coming to pick a fight with the most strongest man on the planet.
They're really trying to turn Superman into fucking a Dragon Ball Z series at this point.
Well, that makes the most sense. Okay, if you want to conquer Earth, you're going to take out the most... It does,
but it's just funny seeing the parallels, that's all.
Yeah. If you're going to conquer Earth, you can't conquer Earth until that guy's out of the fucking equation. That's the truth. Okay, so Baki Hama, the Ogre versus Kenshiro.
That would be Yujiro Hanma.
Okay.
Yujiro Hanma is the Ogre.
Yeah, the Ogre versus a post-apocalyptic Jesus, the second coming of Christ. Prove me wrong, Internet. Just like we all know, Aslan is Jesus' first son.
Yeah, in Narnia.
It's true. It's fucking true.
It is. I mean, he came back.
No, he actually is Jesus Christ. He openly says it in the books. Doesn't call himself Jesus, but he is. Take it from a guy who's actually read the Narnia.
I am. Does he drop the "I am" line?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I am who I am.
Literally, I am literally. At one time, I walked your land wearing sand. I can't remember what the actual quote is, but it's like at one time I walked your land in sandals, and they called me something by a certain name, and I can't remember what it actually was. But he is actually Jesus Christ. That's not a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, Bob, your thoughts?
So
on
this one always gets me because obviously Kenshiro is going to win. I mean, dude, it's the power of the Lord against what? A man who thinks he's God? Because what's the quote about Baki versus Kegen Ashura? Kegen Ashura is normal people doing superhuman feats. Baki is just superhumans doing superhuman feats.
Yeah.
And Baki don't make a lick of sense, and they have a little too much of a thing with pissing on each other.
Yeah, they do. I really don't get that. I like Baki. I think Baki's kind of cool as a fight, like as a weird fight martial art. But I mean, when a guy fucking loses his fucking hand, and they they damn near chop his hand off, and he fucking stabs somebody with his own fucking severed limb. That's one of the weirdest things I ever saw in anime. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And I've seen.
Oh, don't forget about Baki's brother, the living steroid. Whenever that Russian guy threw a nail at him, and he caught it with his teeth and chewed it into like a knot. And I was like, what the fuck?
Then count the most powerful man that turns into a ball. And it's like he apparently he's flexing so
Biscuit
hard.
Oliver.
Biscuit Oliver is so powerful that if he was ever to let go of his muscle mass, his muscles would expand. If he ever rested his muscles, they would expand to such a size that it would literally tear apart the entire prison. I'm like, buddy, that sounds very familiar to like a lot of the Baki characters are very familiar to like Fist of the North Star characters.
Oh yeah, like I was saying with that Russian guy, that nail tactic. Whenever I saw that when watching Baki, I was like, wait a second, that's literally what's his name's move from Fist of the North Star when he shot a nail at Kenshiro.
Yeah. No, another fun one was like the whole thing where the guy pulls some hair out of his head and then he wraps it in someone's ear and rips out his fucking eardrum.
Rips out the eardrum? That was I can't remember his name. But go ahead, sorry.
That is literally a goddamn that is literally a North Star move actually having a skill. Yeah, it's about the skill. The problem is the Fist of North Star martial arts are insane. Like, Kenshiro is, like I keep saying, literally apocalyptic Jesus. Like, he literally heals the sick. He cares for he does all this stuff, and I'm like, this guy is so stupidly powerful. It's dumb. I love the character.
Remember when he was in the cage match with the Claw guy?
Yeah.
And the Claw guy begs for his life? And he reminds him, what of the women and children that beg for theirs? What did you do?
Yep. Yeah, that is pissed off post-apocalyptic Jesus. I'm sorry, like, unless someone else has someone that can say something about the ogre versus Kenshiro, I will say this, all the main villains, like the sub-villains would get their ass kicked, but the main big 10 guys that are part of, like, the Kenshiro whole, like, Chinese secret martial art shit, their entire story arc is, in a nutshell, let's just put it this way. Yeah, no, they win.
I'd say even, what's his name? Was it Kenshiro's brother? I'd say even he would win against the ogre. Especially whenever he does the it's like the off-brand touch, but it still does roughly the same thing, where it hits such a nerve that you basically fall apart. Because what is it? Baki hit the ogre like with a back slap, and what the ogre had to do was flex all his muscles to transfer the pain through all his body, so he wouldn't just feel it on his back. That finger touch would fuck him up.
Yeah. Yeah. Look.
And Kenshiro's brother does it as a way to boost himself, where he hits a nerve in his muscle to gain more power from the pain.
Yep. Yeah, look. The thing about Baki is, I would say the ogre would win against some of the low-end guys. Oh, no problem. But against, once you start getting into the Shinhama stuff, the fucking different techniques, like Shin's fucking bird technique, or whatever the fuck it's called, the slicing hand shit, once you start fighting that, once you start fighting those techniques, once you start fighting actual Fist of the North Star, like the big brothers and shit, and the four fucking kings and shit, it's just okay, game over. Nico, your thoughts? What do you think? The ogre versus the Baki cast versus the Fist of the North Star cast. Who wins that fight? And ogre versus
not even
Kenshiro.
close. Not even close. The ones that would be easily it, Kenshiro would win. There's no way anybody in the cast of, even a child in Kenshiro's universe could probably beat most of Baki's cast.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use the washroom. DJ, go ahead, and then Arus, you know a lot about anime, so you should be able to get the last little bit, and then I'll let you carry on.
Well, like I said, I've never seen Baki, but I've seen Kenshiro, and like you said, Space Jesus or whatever you called him, and I'm with it. But Aris, would you be able to maybe share? Do you know more than me about? I'm sure you know more than me, but do you know a little more about Baki? Could you give me some stats, something about him that maybe might give him a chance against Kenshiro? Okay, well, let's see here.
We're talking about Hanma, Yujiro Hanma, not Baki. Yujiro Hanma, he is the ogre, or in the Baki terms, he is the god of their universe, effectively, because he can get away with some of the most stupid shit, such as forcing himself through layers of 1-inch thick bulletproof glass, and he just cartoons himself through the fucking glass, and it snaps back, tearing his shirt off. Not a cut on his body.
Yeah,
he's like Liquid Metal Terminator, but better.
Yeah, except he stayed solid the whole time and just did it through force of will. A lot of the things in the Baki universe is you think, therefore it happens. If you imagine hard enough and focus hard enough on it, it becomes a reality.
Well, that's a game changer.
So it kind of delves into, as fighters, a little bit of egocentrism, is the way I looked at it. Because Yujiro Hanma himself is the embodiment of I am the best, nothing can take me. Unless you're a Hanma, look the other way.
Yeah, it's basically kind of that. Good idea of Baki. Baki actually, does this will training where he trains himself by fighting a praying mantis and a scorpion shit, but he shadow fights it. So he's actually fighting it using his own force of will, shadow boxing a creature that is fundamentally not actually there, but he's able to do it.
It's physical damage.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
when he fought against the ghost of Mike Tyson.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He jumped off a cliff and literally decided he's going to throw himself off a cliff so he could literally try to get the special boost of adrenaline that certain people get that a split second before you picture yourself in midair.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't remember the exact thing about that. Some kind of last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
For the warrior spirit.
The training, the difference. Also, the differences in training. Let's be honest. Baki, the creator of Baki, is he's trying to, in a nutshell, and I don't mean that he. Not only is he trying to honor the OG muscle animes, because I'm a big fan of the muscle anime. It's fuck, we need more of those. We need more of those, like Muscle Man.
We got one. We got Marshall.
Cool. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not a big fan of that one, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, there's a lot, but we need the muscle man face. I love the muscle. I love that idea of super power. Yeah.
You wanna be a muscles or
Yeah.
But yeah, with Baki, a lot of the characters get into like some of it is legit techniques, others is like pseudoscience, like being able to throw a mock punch if you focus on it enough and you train
Does it
enough.
make a sonic boom?
Yeah, it's theoretically possible, but yeah, you're gonna fuck yourself up doing that because the human body can't keep up with that shit. But what's the other one? This is why I kind of like Kegan Ashura, because at least it stays true to the martial arts. It doesn't try to do pseudoscience shit.
Yeah, like Baki, like I said, in a lot of ways he's honoring them, but at the same time he's slowly trying to stupefy his characters. Like the ogre's training regimen is the ogre's training regimen is to like run like all the way from like one end of the world to like the other, then swim up to get home. He has to swim up a fucking giant like waterfall, and I'm like, are you like it's on a mountain in China or something like that? Because China gave him property just to keep him there because he's that scared. And when like people had and every president that's picked a fight with him has like pissed themselves when they've dealt with him. Like when Donald Trump has had to deal with the ogre twice, and both times he pissed himself because he doesn't want to fight him. They're actually afraid to send an army after the ogre because he's that terrible. Yeah, he's not allowed on American soil, even though technically he shows up on
remember when he made President Bush his chauffeur?
Yep. I
remember that.
Yeah, it's basically, I've made the joke. What it is the best way to put the Baki universe is, what if Fist of the North Star wasn't a post-apocalyptic? That's literally how I feel about it.
I mean, hell,
that's my greatest braid.
What was the Chinese martial arts guy? He's the guy with the long braid. I can't remember his name. But there was a scene where he's trying to rush a guy to a hospital, but instead of running around this waterway, he just runs on the fucking water with a man on his back. And he's like, if I disperse the water enough and I move fast enough, I can get across the water. Meanwhile, he's going like half speed across the water. It would have been faster if you ran around, dude.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's stupid. No, that's like I said. My joke has always been is that what if, I've always said it's what if fucking the Fist of the North Star universe did not have a post-apocalypse. That's what Baki is.
And minus the power of the heavens lending their strength.
Yeah. Well, Baki's son damn near, I think the last episode, Baki almost, like, he didn't beat the ogre, but he did put him to a standstill. It's the first time he's ever actually gotten him to, somewhat recognize him. That was the last thing I saw for the franchise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then he imagined cooking a meal for his son, and somehow that rejuvenated him. And it's like, dude, you're chopping air. What the fuck? Yeah.
It's a weird series. It's right on the brink of what the fuck. It's
you kind of have to turn your brain off at times.
Yeah, it's
it takes itself seriously for like 2 seconds, and then you'll see something so fucking off the wall that not even JoJo's Bizarre Adventure would think of that.
Well, they're too busy gay flexing. Bow, 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 da, 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 bow, bow. Sorry.
Hey man, everyone has their pose in JoJo's, all right? I respect the posing.
Yeah. God damn.
At least they're consistent.
I love JoJo. Some creepy moments. He really does some creepy moments with kids, but I love JoJo.
I mean, dude, the entire show is literally just a fashion runway.
It is. It is literally. I love JoJo. Like, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care.
That's legit. All JoJo's is a fashion runway, and then that one scene in was it Zoolander, or was it Zoolander, where the two guys are walking past each other and they're staring at each other.
Yeah,
that is legit what a JoJo fight is.
Apparently, there's a new Zoolander movie coming out, according to reports.
Really?
Yep. He's going to make one more movie apparently, and that's going to be Last Zoolander. I would love a JoJo
I'm not
movie. I'd love
disrespecting you, bruh. I'm not your bruh.
Yeah. I would love, I would love a JoJo action, but I don't think there's a single motherfucker who could do that movie, could do that show fucking purpose, man. It's one of the craziest fucking shows on the planet. Like, that's one of the craziest animes out there.
They did do a live action.
All right, boy.
It's very, very funny.
Homoerotic fashion runway.
Yeah, so next on the docket, boys, is we are getting to some gaming here. So first, we're gonna do Fallen Aces tonight, boys, and then we got Berserk Bits. If I can get this fucker to work, this is kind of weird. It's an interesting program, but Fallen Aces is first, boys, and then we're gonna get to and then tomorrow's gonna be Throwback. So we'll probably be doing some more Chrono Trigger. And hopefully me and DJ can figure out. DJ will have to figure something out, okay, man? I feel bad.
I have a very. You're good, man. I got a simple idea, but we'll worry about it tomorrow. But basically, I just send you a Restream link. You share your browser window instead.
That's what I think I'm gonna do, my friend. That's what I think I'm gonna do.
That'll work really. Like, I think that's just gonna be simpler. We don't have to worry about messing with crazy shit. We don't have to worry about anything intervening, like Discord's new features. Yeah.
So we're gonna go forget about it tonight.
I'm walking here.
Yeah. Fallen Aces is an interesting game that I've been wanting to play because it's a retro superhero game.
Everyone I know appears to be the image of you.
In the style of a shooter. So it's that noir style, like a shooter.
It's just you in disguise. Every day my heart expects to see the image of you. Every day will start with ecstasy when you sing.
So I thought you guys might have fun with this one. And you used to be a superhero, and now you're a detective.
There'll be when I am the cutest little guy, and everyone
I hope this is finished finally. I've been waiting for this one to come out for a while now. This is up there with Mouse for me wanting something finished. Which I might have to delete this game if we get Mouse, because I want to play Mouse.
Pies the crustiest, the songs the lustiest, the friends the trustiest, way back home.
So the fun about this game is you can legitimately grab random objects and just whip them at the guys. Like if there's a beer bottle, smash. If there's this, smash. If there's that, smash. Just anything and everything is legitimately you.
Ugh, my head.
Okay, let's have
What time is it?
let's have a drink here.
Need to quit hitting the sauce so hard.
Okay. So I can pick up a pan. I can pick up a lamp. And you just fucking bash people inside the head with your
Stuck
shit.
again. When's Bill gonna fix this damn thing?
How do you kick? Okay. There's your lighter.
And fixed.
Oh, okay, it's kick. Yeah. So I just kicked down my door because I'm, a little bit stupid.
Wonder if there's any food left.
Let's eat a sandwich. See, like, this is interesting style. I don't know if you guys like the style of this game. Oh, there's your save. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of looking
Can't make
around.
heads or tails of this case.
Oh, case notes. So what do you guys think of this game so far from what you're seeing? Other than me not actually fighting anybody.
I wanna play Luigi's Mansion again. I was playing a first-person mod lead run.
Oh, okay.
It looked like Dixon Hill's office in Star Trek.
It does a little bit, right? I kind of like that Dixon Hill. We got. You know what? We're gonna talk about this. Oh, the phone's ringing. Okay, I gotta find the light. We gotta talk about this, boy. Okay, what they did to the Klingons. We all probably know by now
Bill.
what happened to the
Listen very
Klingons
carefully.
in
There are men coming to kill
Star
you,
Trek.
and unless you do precisely
Star
what I say,
Trek Academy.
Wise guy. Huh?
What's
Look,
your
I don't have
thoughts,
time
DJ?
for
Because
prank
you are
calls, and I don't
a
appreciate
Trekkie just like I am. Or are you a Trekker?
I don't know how long you've got, so you need to move pronto.
You're not a Kurtzman.
How do you know my name?
That's an insult
Who
to
is
Trekkers.
this? The guy trying to save your sorry ass.
So what's your thoughts on what they
Get out
did to
and
the
get moving
Klingons?
before they show
Well, can
up.
I really comment on that? Because I mean, I avoided
Before
it
who
like the plague.
shows
But
up?
no, what I've seen
What
is
the hell's
high
going on
absurdity.
here?
It's not Star Trek. I mean,
Hello?
people have been saying that for years, but at some point they're just gonna. I mean, like
Men trying
the
to kill
goddamn
me?
Discovery thing, because they kept
Get in
fucking
line,
shit up.
pal.
They decided, oh, here's a bright idea. We'll make a time jump. And okay, fine. You know what? Like, cute. And that would all be fine and dandy. But then, like, this really has to be like thrown in the garbage bin. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Star Trek is already dead. And like, the only thing that exists is everything else. But like, you know, everything post Abrams, that wasn't even that bad. The dilithium burn. My God, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Yeah, exactly. That dilithium burn thing pissed me right off. Like, I can't. Like, what are we going to say about that other than the fact that that is a really stupid idea for, like, okay, you now destroyed one of the biggest things in Star Trek. Oh, here they come. Yeah, I'm not going to fuck around, you boys. You're going to get slashed. I don't care. I might box some motherfucker, but I'm not against picking up and kicking your teeth. Oh, you know.
It's him! It's the detective!
I have the Punisher logic, boys. How do I ground here? Oh, okay.
What the hell was that?
I don't think he saw that come. Oh man, they murdered a chick. What the fuck? You boys get paid murdering some woman. I'm gonna take
What I
that
do know
key.
about Starfleet Academy is I want to be in the War College.
Well, what I know about Starfleet Academy, well, I'm going to talk about this because this was what the fuck. They took.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, they made a fridge reference. They took the way the wharf is. Okay, I'm going to explain what happened to the Klingons, and this is kind of fucked up. So.
Yeah, I did vaguely hear about this. Go. I want to hear your take really, because like what I heard sounded so insane. I almost don't believe it. But please elucidate.
Okay, so the Klingons have been completely destroyed by the burn, wiped off the map. They don't really exist anymore. For all intents and purposes, they are they're basically half extinct. They're a warlike race. Now the Federation finds them a planet. They refuse to take the planet via, oh well, we don't want to take your planet because it's charity. We don't take charity. First of all, for those that don't know about Star Trek, I've tried to hold a sneeze in. They legitimately do take charity. You want to know how I know they take charity? Because they goddamn fucking did that in one of the live action Star Trek movies. They lost Kronos. The reason they made peace. Yes, one of the Star Trek. I think it was Star Trek. Yeah, it was Star Trek, wasn't it?
Yeah, the undiscovered country when Praxis, their moon blew up, and it was their main energy production facility, and it was like they were under the impression that the Klingon Empire had 50 years. It echoed the fall of the Soviet Union.
Yeah, they lost their major resource. Their planet is fucked. So no, them not taking support. They took support from the Earth Federation. Fucking yes, they did.
Kidding
That's
me with
bullshit.
this shit? Come on. Great.
This idea they
There'll be a way out of
don't.
here.
Where the fuck did they get that idea from? That is one of the stupidest things I heard for the lore for Star Trek. I'm like, and so they had to fight a mock battle. I'm not joking. They told us that the Klingons had to fight a mock battle to claim their planet. Why would the Klingons to fight a mock battle for their planet? Like, to their new Kronos. First of all, why would, like, it doesn't make a lick of sense. So for me, I'm just like, okay, this is sort of bullshit. So, and then they have, like, what's his face there? Like, the idea of, this idea of destroying the Klingons. Like the idea that their new Klingon, Jaiton, that's his new Klingon, that he's actually the one that, you know, he's the one that they're trying to, like, incorporate. Oh, here, watch him, there's electricity. Ooh, he goes into the game electrocuted, I didn't realize that. Oh, that hurt. So that's the new Jaiton was the one that they're like, oh, well, you know, Jaiton has the new way of thinking, that they should have this peaceful idea. The idea that, first of all, the idea of Klingon doctors is, you know, not respected in the Klingon community. Hello, warrior race. Why would the warrior race have a, you know, not have the ability or thought process to think to themselves, yeah, you know, maybe I should, you know, do this? It doesn't make a lick of sense.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't make a lick of sense. And I mean, like, I know they don't make a big thing about doctors. I know that certain scientists don't look down upon, but they also understand that technology is power, and it's been shown in Star Trek when certain Klingons do innovate certain things that allow them to be a better warrior race. But yes, on one angle, it's like science, glorious in battle is all good and dandy, but you know, if you could maybe have some medical science so you don't die from a infection, that would be nice.
Yeah, they're not, the Klingons aren't stupid. This idea that the Klingons are stupid is annoying. Like, I to say I fucking hated this is an understatement. I hate what they've done to the Klingon Empire, and I hate what they're doing to Klingons. It's bullshit. It's honest bullshit. And I really believe that this is them trying to, best way to put it, ruin a race that they don't understand. And I go back to what I was saying before, and I'll say it again. Why in the fuck, like, why the fuck did they just not make their own thing? Like, Kurtzman, everything Kurtzman done has been on the back of a franchise that he's fundamentally destroyed.
I mean,
honest fact.
Solution, make your own sci-fi show. Make it about anything you want. We might even like it.
Have to knock some sense into these dumb hoods.
Yep.
That's the problem. They can't. They don't have the creative skill. They just take what's already there. They don't have the brains to make any kind of world building.
Like the only thing that's there that's actually kind of nice is some of the girls are cute. That's it. That's all. That's only the praise. They have a scene where one of the girls is in underwear that I find it kind of attractive. Bam. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. All I got are kind of cute girls. You know shit. It's bad when I'm thinking to myself, Yeah, it's the only thing I find is a cute girl.
God damn it, there's more of them.
Boom! Right beside her. Boom! Ha!
Mindless.
You're getting my ass kicked.
One guy. I mean, how much trouble?
I know you can throw shit too, which is good. Ooh. Oh, this guy lit pipe. Did some damage. Someone throwing something at me? Oh yeah, they are. I unfortunately can't hear what people are doing, so I have to be careful. I just kicked that guy. I'm dead. Not a bad game. I think this game's going to be a fun playthrough. I'm going to play this on my own dime for a bit and get used to it first before I think I play another live stream of this. But this doesn't look too bad. All right, so let's quit this out, and we're going to go to the next game tonight, boys. Yes, I'm leaving. All right, we got one more game on the list, boys, tonight. We're actually almost there. Tomorrow we'll talk about Persona, and then we'll figure out what DJ wants to do with the other thing here. Shouldn't take me too long. Once I find what we're looking for. Sorry about the black screen, boys. Berserk Bits. This was a game we actually sponsor, or this was not a game that we sponsored, but this was a game we were looking into a while ago. And hopefully it comes up now. Wait for that. Bob, both me and you saw this, and we were like, this looks great.
We did.
Yep. We looked at this.
I would have to see the game and then remember.
Yeah, hopefully. It's loading. Hopefully. Loads. Kim? Wait for program to respond. Come on, Berserk. Go up. Show up. There we go. Okay. So you're going to be seeing Berserk Bits pull up in a sec. So here is our Berserk boy. And we're going to make this game full screen because I do not like having it on this small screen.
Rod.
Oh, I think I remember now. This is the browser game, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah,
bitch.
there we go.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch.
Hey, this is the tutorial. You can learn things at the tutorial.
Okay. Let's first move stuff. Yep. So, this is the game. It is a browser/virtual game. And I can load trips. Let's draw some chips. Can we get chips? Do I have any chips? Hello, chips. Chips.
Diamond Man Battle Network.
It kind of is, actually.
Sense.
Yes, this is a Battle Network game that plays like a Battle Network game. So, let's look at the mail. Download. Hey, we got some chips. So we're going to give our little hero a net egg. Here, take the net egg. Right on you. You get a net egg. And we'll get an auto shaker use. There you go. So this is your little programs, I guess, and now I can use these to download them, I believe. No, okay, it just fell off. I actually have no idea what I'm doing here, but this is an interesting looking game. I don't know how the music's coming in. I hope it's coming in good, boys. I saw this and I went, holy shit, this looks cool. Male. Oh, okay, okay, I see what I gotta do. I gotta grab this guy. So I grab him, and I'll throw him here. What? No, I grab him. Okay, do I grab him then? There we go. So now our hero is traveling through time and space as he will fight bad guys. We're gonna go towards the chest. This was on sale for $8. So I thought to myself, $8? Fuck yeah, let's see this game. Oh, there's another chest over here. Oh, can I fight? Can I use these guys to fight? Is that how that works? No. Oh, we're gonna start battle. See, he'll auto fight for you, and then you can add chips as you're combating. So what do you boys think of this weird game?
Yes, I like it.
Yep.
I really like the art style. Whenever I get my PC, I'll see about looking into this game.
Well, it was $8. Like it was a toss up between this and a $17 game. So I chose this game. I'd love to get a chip and put a chip in something, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, it's 90%. Okay, I see. They actually are, as you're fighting, you can actually grind up gear and equipment, and as you get gear and equipment, they max out other gear and equipment. By the way, you can do other stuff while this game is live. Like, this is a game you basically put on while you were doing something on the side. So, I don't know if I'll be playing a lot of this. Like, this would be great for, like, this actually is a good live stream game, because I could just run it in the background and just, like, talk about random shit, and this would be fine. Oh, we got our first chip, boys. Draw. There. Okay, you can activate chips and stuff. Okay, this is an interesting idea. See, I'm a fan of Battle Network, so this actually made me go, okay, I kind of like Battle Network, so this kind of caught my eye. So, Smoking Aces, would you play Smoking Aces? A beat-em-up shooter from the company that worked on a lot of good games out there. Oh, we got another chip. Wide sword. How do I use chips? And my only downside is I don't know how to use chips. I think you just gotta press, or you just auto. Okay, that's why. You activate chips as you get them. So the programs will get you AI programs and will slowly work on stuff as you grind. Kind of a neat idea. I could see this being addictive if this was on a tablet. If you could play this on a tablet, oh god, I could see this being one of those games. Oh, let's do some grinding. So what do you think of this game, Nico? DJ, your thoughts?
That's pretty good.
Like I said, first impression was Dixon Hill. Second impression, oh wow, I love this grittiness. And I actually don't mind the cell shading at all. I know some people get a little tight about that.
It was either this or Gravity Circuit. And I have Gravity Circuit already, so I really don't want to pick it up again. But this game is like, okay, this looked interesting. It's small gigage, and you can run, like, we could actually run this while I was running OBS. Like, I could actually run this while running other stuff. There we go. Yeah, so you create more chips as you get more eggs, and the eggs act as chips as the game progresses. Again, if this was on a tablet, if this worked with your pedometer on a tablet, imagine if this was like a pedometer device where it actually worked on your, like, that, we literally have another Pokemon game. Right?
I choose you.
I don't know what you said, Chief. I kind of
like
zonked out for a bit.
No, like Pokemon Go. Remember Pokemon Go? Imagine if this was like you had a pedometer, you had this on your phone, and you were walking around, and your little NetNavi was walking around at the same time.
You tell me it's like, what, would you ever have to interface with the camera at all? And it's like, I don't know, you take a picture at a forest line, for example, or an empty road, and then you have to fight, I don't know, a boss in that area or some shit.
No, not like that. But not like the Walking Dead one. I mean, legitimately, imagine if this was an area.
Wait, they had a Walking Dead app game?
Yes, they did.
Well, I can imagine it was like Survivor Shelter type of shit, you know, like one of those tycoons. But
no, they actually had
something like
Walking
that.
Dead.
Goodness me!
Yes, they had an actual Walking Dead game. That's not a joke. Like legit, real.
Hmm.
Let's add another net egg on the field. Can I do anything with these signal threads? There. Okay. Oh, a bubble monster appeared. There's your hero character bouncing. Yeah. Yeah, as your character advances, you get different stuff, and you can move the field around. There we go. New eggs and shit. Yeah, this would be fun, but this would definitely be something I'd be playing on the side. I don't think it's a good idea to be playing this live stream. Like this would be boring unless we had something to chat about. So I think we're gonna call that one off. We're actually at the night anyway, but I knew I had to play this at least a little bit just to kind of show you guys what we had here for. Like this was an interesting game I was looking into. This is This was the last game I was looking into for this one. Oh no, I can't. I'll have to figure this out. Like you can also you can do a couple other things with this. We'll have to figure this out later. But anyway, let us exit out of this if I can figure out how to do that. Just exit. Press exit. Exit don't work. Window. Say bye-bye, random video game I might play every once in a while in a blue moon. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Tomorrow, we are most likely going to do some fun, and hopefully me and DJ can figure this out. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at Punisher versus Archie, and we'll be playing more Chronos Trigger. And Bob gets to do part 2 of people who did criminal stuff. I believe, is Logan on right now? Ours?
No, last time I checked he wasn't, but let me check again.
Yeah. If Logan's on, we'll send him to Logan. If DJ is, and I know DJ, you're on tomorrow, right? And I know Aris is on tonight, late night.
Yeah, like later on tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Like he isn't.
He isn't? Oh wow, I'm surprised. Usually he's on now. That's why I'm kind of like, huh. So Aris is on tonight, I believe. You want to put link to your channel, and then DJ's on tomorrow. All right, I'd like to thank everybody. We had fun with this. Don't know if I'll play Berserk Bits EXE on a general playthrough, but I might have fun with that on the side. That's something that could be interesting. All right, boys, have yourselves a very, very good night. Have a very good night, chat. Like, subscribe, buy yourselves some merch at the I Believe in Dream of House Hippo merch shop, and we will see you guys next time on Orc War Chief.